What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Uncle Dick coming to you from New Orleans, NOLA, the NO, the Crescent City. Yeah, the Big Easy, baby. And today I got some content for you. And today we're gonna be touching on this little Drake lawsuit thingy. I done already recorded the video. Didn't like the front of it, but instead of me scratching the whole thing, I decided to cut out the parts, the beginning part, which I didn't like, and I'm gonna get into what I was getting into towards the end, which is basically about the lawsuit situation. I went into the whole history and everything, but that wasn't necessary. Let's keep it current, and yeah, y'all enjoy.
Though Kendrick's lyrics are at the center of the lawsuit, in a statement, Drake's lawyers telling ABC News this lawsuit is not brought against Kendrick Lamar. This lawsuit reveals the human and business consequences to UMG's elevations of.
It's not brought against Kendrick Lamar because he has no case. You feel me? Because if he brings these allegations, if he brings this lawsuit towards Kendrick, he did the same exact thing. He did the same exact thing. This ain't him. When I'm convinced that this dude is trying to go down in history, like purposely trying to go down in history, because at this point, what is your contributions? Like, what is your noteworthy accomplishments in hip hop that can put you down in legendary status? You're taking a legendary L, my man. A legendary L. And I'm convinced that's your whole purpose in this. Because there's no way, if you have if you're paying a publicist, my man, ain't no way they should be advising you to do this, bro, homie. Ain't no way. Dude, you a whole Karen out here, dude. And the Glazers, oh my God. That's one of the main reasons I even decided to touch on this subject. It's the idolatry around the whole situation. People are glazing you, seeing that your behavior is reprehensible and unbecoming of a man and unbecoming of hip hop. It's the sheer putting people on a pedestal that really drove me to even touch on this. Aside from the, I don't want my boys acting like this, right? Don't get me wrong, I support Kendrick, right? I would never, ever. I'm not a fan of nobody, right? Because fan entails that you're a fanatic. So I just call myself a Kendrick supporter because I support his music. I listen to his albums, right? I was even one of those people who actually liked Mr. Morel and the Big Steppers. Now, did I listen to it much? No, this is a heavy listen. But that's how much I support him because it's still, although it was heavy, although it didn't have the greatest replay value, it was still a work of art, right? So yes, I support him. At one point, I supported Drake. I'm not gonna hate on the man. The man at one point made great music. Then he made a turn. Now he wants to be gangster. You can't be gangster, homie, and a Karen at the same time. All the stuff he's accusing Kendrick Lamar of, right? The label propping him up, propping up Kendrick Lamar. It's the same thing that he did. Dude did the label did the same thing for you. You were on Spotify when you put out what's the name of that damn? It don't even matter. That's how much I don't even care. Cause I ain't even listened to the album. Scorpion. Was it? Yeah, it was Scorpion. You were on all the Spotify playlists, even gospel. You ain't never did no gospel, homie. And then for you to drop this anti-Semitism crap, and I called it. Oh man, I called it. I knew you was gonna do that. It further proves. All this further proves how much of a detestable human being you are. Your parents did a horrible. Well, I'm a backtrack. The hell with it. I done already said your parents did a horrible job at raising you. Horrible. And maybe it's just that only child syndrome thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because you didn't have no siblings. So I know for a fact that's part of it. You didn't have no siblings. You're the only child. You got everything you wanted, right? You're not used to people telling you no. Well, no, Drake. We don't want you in the culture. Because you're a bitch. And you're unbecoming of hip hop.
Profits over the safety and well-being of its artists. The music company firing back, calling the claims illogical, adding that Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry, to engage in conventionally outrageous back-and-forth rap battles, to express his feelings about other artists. He now seeks to weaponize the legal process to silence an artist's creative expression.
Exactly. You benefited from the same system that UMG had in place that Kendrick did. But now when it's against you, now it's a problem, right? That's what we're doing. So because y'all in a rap battle, right? And you got called some names after going after Kendrick's family first, I might add, first. But when somebody slap you in the face with something nice, you want to sue. You want to go all Karen. Yeah, we changing that word Karen. It's not Drake. It's official. You acting like a real Drake right now. But for the remainder of this video, until it catches on, because it's going to catch on, I'm going to continue to refer to you as a Karen.
This is unprecedented when it comes to a rap beef being settled in the courtroom. Rap beef is...
Yeah, I'm going to stop that right there. All right? Let's see what my girl Sabby had to say. My girl said, I'm going to meet you one day, Sabby. You seem like the coolest. Look, I'm more into the politics thing than the entertainment space. I'm more inclined to do the politics thing, and I don't watch no mainstream media. Right? I normally, weed through the BS with the mainstream media. Then I go to people like Sabby Sabs, y'all. I mean, to get the real deal, Holyfield. But let's see what Sabby got, because I know she gonna go off. She old school hip hop.
They've traded subliminal bars up until this latest battle. This lawsuit, though, it's definitely not bringing them any closer to a truce. Now, we did reach out to Kendrick Lamar's team for comment. No word back yet. So, Michael, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, he said we might be all right, but when it comes to him and Drake, definitely not the case here.
Yep, none subliminal about a lawsuit. All right, Morgan, thank you so much for that. And we're going to bring in ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams. And Dan, the big question, will this affect Kendrick Lamar performing this song at the Super Bowl? If he does he open himself up for a lawsuit?
Well, I don't think he's worried, right? I mean, he's the one who wrote the song. He performs the song. The question is, will it prevent, Fox or any of the other entities that are promoting the Super Bowl? Are they going to go to him and say, with this lawsuit pending, could you perform maybe another song, a different song?
No. Hell no. Didn't UMG and Didn't UMG get Kendrick and Drake together on a Zoom call, and UMG was like, could you, Mr. Lamar, could you please apologize to Drake? He feels bad. And Kendrick said, hell no. He doubled down. That man ain't apologize.
No.
So yeah, he gonna sing that song. And he don't even have to. He don't even have to. He can just play the music and we'll sing it for him.
He shouldn't have to sing a different song. And I feel like Drake, he timed this lawsuit perfectly at a time where it's right before the Super Bowl, almost as
Exactly.
if to prevent him from singing this song at the Super Bowl. No, bump that. People are going to want to hear the damn song. And Drake, just stop whining like a little baby, man. Like, I've never met a dude like this before in my life, man. I just never seen a.
You ain't never met a dude like this in your life, and you never will. Because real men don't act like this. So if you surround yourself with real men, you will never run across this in life.
Dude, this whiny behindy, like, you decided to be a rapper, you released diss tracks, you called out other rappers, but when it is done to you, now you want to file a lawsuit.
Because he's a Karen, a litigious Karen at that.
I don't know. I just can't, man. I can't deal with soft dudes, man. Sabby don't like the soft dudes.
I think that's the whole purpose of this lawsuit. At this time, right now, I think the goal is stop him from performing this song at the Super Bowl.
So I can't even believe we're talking about this, but could Drake sue Kendrick Lamar over the lyrics? Isn't there artistic expression?
Yeah, I mean, look, there is
Drake can do whatever he wants to. He can try to sue Kendrick Lamar over the records, right? But then that just opens him up for a countersuit because he did the same exact thing. We both throwing mud. That's the whole point of it. We both throwing mud, homie. See, what you want to do with this whole lawsuit, homie, is you done crossed the bridge already. You done crossed the bridge. But before anybody else can cross the bridge, you won't light it on fire. Because you selfish. Because you are only child. It's that only child crap. Because you can't get your way, nobody else. So you basically want to do, because you want to destroy all of hip hop. That's what it is. Because that's what's going to happen if you were to win this case. You taking all of hip hop down. And then you done already said some funny stuff on XQC. I don't want to mess your name up, homie. XQC stream, where you basically said hip hop is weird. You want to be a country singer or a rock artist, huh? You tired of us niggas. That's what it is, huh? You see, because we didn't accept you the way you wanted to be accepted. Because, you know, all throughout the beginning of your career, you was whining about how, hey, nobody respects me. Now we don't respect you because you a broad.
artistic expression, but he could definitely sue me. He mentions him by name, right? It is clear it is of and about Drake. It's not a question.
I mean, stop. No. Guys, this is censorship. And this is what I wanted to drive home. This is dangerous. This is censorship. Like, okay, we're going to try to stop him from performing this song at the Super Bowl. Who can't speak next? Who can't sing something next? I don't like what you said about me, so you can't. Seriously? Is this the road that we're going to go down?
And see, that's why I'm sure Sabby is touching on this, because like I say, she's a political commentator. That's exactly what it is. It's censorship. And I don't want to get that claim put on me, because I'm nothing of the sort, right? You're not doing your community any favor by doing this. And when I say your community, y'all know exactly what I mean.
Here's the crazier part about it. I do want to show you this part. And this is also striking a nerve. Drake suggests Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is allegedly anti-Semitic. Now, here we go with this.
Oh, she about to go in.
So
Granted, I saw that Sabbath was I saw that this was in her thumbnail, right? 'Cause I'm subscribed. That's my girl. I love Sabbath. So I literally waited. It's like I knew by this being the very first story, the very first thing in the top of her on her thumbnail. The first story that she mentions is usually the last story that she covers, right? So I literally waited because she was live when I started. She's probably not live anymore. I literally waited till around the time she was gonna do this to actually wait to see partially or what I don't know what she's gonna say after this, but I waited till around this segment right here, just to pause it right here so I can hear what she had to say. And I knew she would touch on the anti-Semitism.
now here we go with this. Because now I feel like he's trying to weaponize anti-Semitism to get back at Kendrick Lamar. Do you see how Drake is able to switch? Hold on. Let me come here.
I'm gonna let her cook.
Let me come here. This is why I'm telling you, this is dangerous. I don't like this at all. So it says here, he accused the company of artificially boosting Kendrick Lamar's hit diss track, Not Like Us. This is what music groups do, but whatever. They're going to boost like music, alleging that UMG could have prevented its release and more. This unsurprisingly earned mixed.
Why would UMG prevent the release when they want to make money? That don't even make good business sense. They let yours ride, right? Didn't yours get released? They in it for the money, I'm sure. And don't get me wrong, they probably don't like you. They probably didn't like you at the time. But I'm sure they didn't care at the time. They was like, let the chips fall where they may. May the best man win. That's how I would look at it. Either way it go, they making money. Right? Didn't 50 say it? When him and Game was going through it? Game had the GU Not shirts. They play both sides. As you would too as a record label.
Mixed reactions from social media users and his peers, but quickly the Toronto rapper made his intentions very clear. So here's the part right here. Oh boy. This is far from the only allegation the suit contains, however. Drake also suggests that Not Like Us is allegedly anti-Semitic. Furthering the record's refrain that Drake is not like us, the recording alludes to Drake's Jewish heritage.
The recording does not allude to your Jewish heritage, Drake, and you know it. It alludes to you being a colonizer, and colonizer don't mean you just it's because of your heritage. It's your actions. You give off colonizer vibes, homie. You give off colonizer vibes. All throughout hip hop, all throughout your career here in hip hop, you've given off colonizer vibes. You jump on tracks with up and coming artists ride they flow, use their same flow. You basically use the up and coming artists who got a little buzz to piggyback off them. You a leech. You a leech. We already know you got ghostwriters. So what it is you lack creativity. So in order to get out your writer's block, you would hop on songs with other artists and still lay flow. Because it's easy to copy somebody else's flow. I know. I used to produce. I used to rap. It's easy if somebody else comes up with the cadence to just plug in the words. That's easy. Anyone can do it. Kids can do it. My daughter does it right now and she's 4. It's your lack of creativity that made you a colonizer. Maybe it's not what made you a colonizer. Your actions are why you're being called a colonizer. It has nothing to do with your heritage. It's the fact that you're not hip-hop, homie, and this lawsuit further proves it.
Saying that Drake is not a colleague, but a fucking colonizer. Okay, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. There's a different groups of people you can point to and refer to them as colonizers. This is dangerous, you guys. Stop. What is he doing? So now it's okay. So you see what's happening here? Now we have a rapper that people love internationally. Drake is loved around the world, or was. I don't know if he still isn't much anymore.
Hell no.
But was loved around the world. Who said he stood, for the community, Black community, but, he's also biracial. We get all that and stuff too. But the moment
Drake ain't never stand for the Black community. Drake ain't never stand for the Black community. He's never spoken on anything of significance. He's never stood for anything. He's never made statements on police brutality or anything like that. The killing of George Floyd or anything like that. He never made no statements about none of this stuff. No. He's a culture vulture. No different from Vlad TV. No different from Adam 22. He's a culture vulture. It just so happens that he's biracial. You know who else is a culture vulture and is not biracial? DJ Academics. Yeah, I said it. I don't like him either. He's also a culture vulture. So being a colonizer has nothing to do with your skin tone. You can be a Black colonizer. It happens. Academics is a perfect example. Now I know he's from the Caribbean, and some people have their little thing about I don't care where you from. You know what I'm saying? If you ride with me, I ride with you. Black, white, purple, it don't matter. It ain't got nothing to do with skin tone. Eminem is accepted in the culture. Because he's not a colonizer. Black people rock with Eminem. I don't. I'm not a fan. I ain't in the whole unaliving my mom, unaliving my baby mom type thing. That ain't my thing. And I don't know when Black people got into that. But that ain't my thing. But he's nice. Paul Wall is a perfect example. Paul Wall is definitely accepted in the culture. No one ever called Paul Wall a colonizer. Because he's not. Come on, Sabby.
Moment someone says something about him in their song that he takes issue with, he's ready to weaponize anti-Semitism to hit back at them. That is a problem. Maybe you should not be in the music industry, Drake. The rap community may not be too fond of you right now, Drake. You might have some people a little bit, I don't know, looking over their shoulders and starting to wonder, is he going to say that about me? Did I say something about him about a year ago? Oh no. What if he says that towards me? So you see how now when it's convenient for Drake, he's able to use that and weaponize that against Kendrick Lamar and against Universal? Don't you think that's a problem? This is just, I mean, just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh my God. Like when I saw this, I was like, you gotta be, I mean, look at him. Like, Drake, you just look like a soft dude right now, man.
Nah, he look like a broad. And nah, I'm not even putting dude on it. You look like a whole broad out here, homie. You moving like a Karen. Men don't move like this. I refuse to raise my boys and let them think that this is okay. Because it ain't. You a whole broad.
Like, I can't with this man. I really can't. For someone who pretends to be so rough and tough and hard and all that kind of stuff, and like you are acting really soft. I'm in the streets. I'm from the streets. You're from the streets, but you can't take a diss track?
Drake was never in the streets, Abby. Drake was never in the streets. And I know she knows that. She has to know that. Drake is from Forest Hills Drive. I think that's what his neighborhood. Right? Drake had a whole portion of the house to himself. Where his mom would bring him down tuna on a bagel. He only came from the streets when it was convenient. Worst, I think what that's so yeah, worst behavior. He didn't want to get in touch with his urban side of the family. You know, then that's when that whole hood stuff started. Now he want to be a mob boss. Hey, get out of here, dude.
What is happening here? Go back to Degrassi. I don't know.
Go back
but
to
I don't think the music industry might be for you if you can't handle a diss track.
No. When Kendrick dissed him on Control, he acted like a Karen. When Pusha T got at him, he went on LeBron's barbershop show. I can't remember the name of that show. He went on the barbershop show and he acted like a Karen on there. Then he went got. Oh, I forgot to mention that little, what it is, Fighting Irish Freestyle where he dissed LeBron because he a broad. Well, rat on that man, talk about he cheated on it, insinuating that he cheated on his wife. Because you a broad. Take your L, homie. With your bitch ass.
It's just, I don't. And then, so look at this. This part of the lawsuit, something else they have here. All right, check this out. This part right here. The next line is thinly veiled, is a veiled threat. They're saying Kendrick Lamar is threatening him in this song. The next line is a veiled threat that Drake should be careful that he never ends up in prison, a place where child predators are notoriously the targets of violence.
How is that a threat by Kendrick, bro? If you go to prison, you should be watching your back anyway. No matter what offense you went in there for. But if you are indeed a PDF file, you damn right you should watch your back.
And it says here, you better not ever go to cell block 1. For those of us who, again, were around in the 90s, I remember Tupac and Biggie making all types of threats towards each other on songs. I remember Tupac was on a song called Hit 'Em Up where he said, that's why I effed your, like straight up gangster like. Kendrick Lamar says, you better not go to cell block 1. Oh, he is threatening Drake. Dude, you could have not made it during gangster rap, man.
No, because he's soft. Look, that's about enough. We get it. The whole nation is coming after dude, as they should. All of hip hop need to be coming. Look, like I say, I don't even do this kind of commentary. Like, this wasn't my intentions when I started this my YouTube journey. This is not my intentions to even get in the mud with this, right? But like I said throughout this video, I don't want my kids acting like this dude here. I don't want my kids acting like that. I don't want my daughter to think that this is acceptable for you to bring home as a possible prospect to be your boyfriend or husband. I don't want idolatry to ever come across. Like, don't put nobody on no pedestal. Like the glazers of Drake and Kendrick. Kendrick got his glazers too. He ain't exempt from the glazers, right? People putting these celebrities on pedestals, and when you put these celebrities on pedestals, you're just gonna be disappointed anyway, because they're never what they seem. They're never what they portray, right? Man, y'all need to get y'all life right, homie. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy that we accepted this in the culture. This is crazy that we didn't check this back in 2013 when he was acting like a Karen then. This is crazy. We let him slide. All right, we let him slide for acting like a Karen. But when he did that show, The Barbershop, and he started acting like a Karen because the Pusha T beef, we should have checked him then. We should have never let him have a comeback. This is our fault, homie. Yeah, look. But he ain't gonna win this. Even DJ Academics don't think he can win this. And he's like the biggest glazer. All. Either one. I really didn't want to touch on this. I'm definitely gonna be following this. I mean, I didn't already started down the road. We might as well continue, right? I knew I was gonna have to do it eventually, but I was trying to avoid. It's like double dutch, you know what I'm saying? You waiting, like, eventually you're gonna have to jump in. So you just waiting, trying to get the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And then finally you say, now's a good time. Who's abroad? Look, that's all the content I got for y'all today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to give maximum effort in all your endeavors in life. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.